Hello everyone, I hope you're all happy and healthy along with your respective families wherever you're located on this God's green earth. I would like to talk to you about the Taliban leaders' status or position, or this person's name, Haibatullah. The Taliban leadership is in such a mechanism whereby the leader is supposed to be the person that everyone in the group would pledge allegiance to. He's considered to be, in their own words, Amirul Mu'mineen, or the leader of all the Muslims. That is the title or the name that is attributed to the position. And as such, this person would command, issue decrees, issue fatwas, or any order, and all of the followers are obligated to follow him. There's no way to challenge him. In their own words, in his own words, he is God, is legitimacy from God, and that he is the God's person on earth, making sure that all of the humanity is led in certain way and guided in certain way, and he's supposed to be the guy that everyone has to look up to for guidance in this world. And so it's really crazy to think that a group that is led by such an entity or such an office or such an individual, where you don't see the person, you don't see the individual, the person does not exist. You only hear records and sound clips from time to time, or you just see the decrees from that office, but that person is practically non-existent. Practically, you're dealing with a ghost. And the crazy part is that the international community, led by the United States, they sat with the Taliban representatives and negotiated a deal and signed an agreement with a group that is led by such an entity or such an individual. During this process, if you might have heard, President of the United States, President Trump, wanted to speak with the Taliban leader to, as leader of the United States and leader of the Taliban group, to finalize parts of the agreement and the deal. But the Taliban leader was not reachable. The Taliban leader, Haibatullah, did not see it to himself as to his stature to speak with the President of the United States, because he considers the President of the United States and all of the presidents and prime ministers of the world and kings and so forth as beneath him. That is the type of the position that has been set up, the type of individual or authority or image that they're trying to create themselves. And the sad part is that, unfortunately, the facilitators of the call, they facilitated the call between President of the United States, President Trump at the time, with the deputy to the Taliban leader, Mullah Brother, who is right now deputy to the acting prime minister. So they brought down the status of the President of the United States to the status of the deputy to the acting prime minister at a time. And this insult was facilitated by those who facilitated the call under the name of protecting and serving the interest of the United States, while they clearly led the United States to be insulted in such a way. Because the office of the presidency insulting, it's an insult to the nation, to the American nation and the American people. Unfortunately, the same facilitators or similar people in similar positions are continuing to engage with the Taliban, and they continue to engage with people and individuals who at the end of the day have no authority and have no power in front of the leader of the Taliban, Haibatullah. The person who does not speak with any diplomatic representative, who does not engage with any of the officials of the world, and is at the end of the day running the whole group and the whole country now. And all of the terrorist organizations, all of the terrorist groups are operating in Afghanistan with his approval. And no other Taliban leader is able to take any action or do anything as long as it is not approved by the Taliban leadership, because the power that rests with the office of the leader is rooted in the concept of the Pledge of Allegiance, the holy Pledge of Allegiance to the leader of the Muslims. And so blindly everyone is following the leader's commands, while they have not seen the person, they have not interacted with the person. He doesn't meet with the Taliban leadership, he doesn't meet with the Taliban commanders or fighters or the people, let alone the people of Afghanistan or the people of the world. He does not even meet with their own people. So the question arises that who is he, or who are they, the people who are running the show under the name of Haibatullah? Clearly, it is an intelligence agent or agents who are acting under the name and umbrella of the Taliban leadership, Haibatullah. And these agents are most probably tied to the Pakistan's Inter-Service Intelligence Agency. It is tied to Iran's IRGC and the China's MSS, or Ministry of State Security, and probably they have some dealings with the Russians as well. But definitely the Pakistanis and Iranians are at the operational level, and strategy-wise they are all working for the Chinese. The office of the Taliban leadership, Haibatullah, reports to the CCP and is under their command and is acting on their interest, on their behalf. And that explains why the first foreign minister that visited Afghanistan post-Taliban takeover, it was the Chinese foreign minister. And it was after his visit that all of the Taliban officials who were engaging with the international community were sidelined, and the office of the leadership was established and was moved to Kandahar, away from Kabul, to stay away from institutions of power, and in a distant place where it does not interact with anybody, and issues orders and decrees and fatwas. And all of these orders and decrees and fatwas that are, whether it's against the people of Afghanistan or against the women of Afghanistan, are all aimed at solidifying the power of the leader. And that power will soon take action against all of these other Taliban members who have somehow relationships or engagements with the international community or with other regional countries, and they will soon be sidelined. So it is time for the international community and the people of the world to look at this and to realize and see that what are they doing? What are their officials doing? What are the diplomats doing? What are other people doing who are engaging with the Taliban? They're engaging with a bunch of individuals who are members of a group. That group is being run by a shadow, by a ghost, by a name, a brand, an entity, and something that does not exist in reality, but for obvious reasons, because then they will be exposed, and they're all reporting to them. And so any engagements, any dealings that the international community has with them are basically it's pointless. It is all serving the interest of this entity and the countries or individuals in those countries or entities in those countries that are backing this primary entity in Afghanistan. It's time for all of us to acknowledge the reality and stop playing in this dangerous game, a game that if not stopped, it can be very dangerous for all of the countries involved. Let's hope for the safety and peace and prosperity of all the people of the world. Thank you very much.